Meditation has been such an essential part of my mornings these days. It's that time I set aside to really allow myself to just be. I'm just sitting there, breathing, existing, and I get to believe that I'm enough just by doing that. Throughout the day, there's just so many things that I'm doing, whether it's cleaning, cooking, eating, applying for jobs, planning content, meeting up with people, and even my self-care practices involve a level of doing, like journaling, thinking, processing different parts of my life, asking different questions, thinking about different answers. Just so much of life is doing. And meditation really provides a space for me to truly just sit and be. Personally, meditation has been such a key factor in helping me navigate feelings of anxiety. I think everyone's experience of anxiety looks different. For me, it's often rooted in this question of, am I enough? Do I need to get these things done? Do I need to achieve that thing? Do I need to be productive in order to feel like I'm enough? And meditation really gives me space to sit on the truth that I am enough. I'm totally enough, even before I check off that first thing on my to-do list. I'm totally enough just by sitting here, just by breathing, just by existing. Some imagery that has helped me visualize the impact of meditation is this idea of a jar of river water. When you collect river water in a jar and you look at it, it's usually like all mixed up, and there's like little rocks and mud and just like sediments in the water, and so it's all muddy and it just looks like really dirty. And then once you set the jar on a table or something and just let it settle for a while, you'll notice that the sediments have settled to the bottom, leaving you with clear water in the jar. And I think that's just such a great illustration for what meditation can do for us. I know for me, a lot of times my thoughts, my emotions, my circumstances, my worries, my fears, my plans, my dreams, I can go on and on. They swirl around me kind of like those sediments in the river water. And it's not until I really set aside time to just sit and let all those things that were swirling around just settle down that things finally become clear. That my worth, my identity, my life becomes clear. And it wasn't about those sediments that were swirling around before. It's just the fact that I'm here, I'm present. And from that grounded presence and identity and clarity, I then get to ask myself, okay, what do I want to do with these different sediments? Where do I want to put this? What do I want to make with this? Where do I want to go with this? That's just really helped me to free myself from feelings of anxiety and also to separate my worth from my productivity. I know sometimes it sounds intimidating to imagine just sitting still for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes or more, but I really encourage you to try it. And you might even realize that once you actually put yourself in that position to meditate, that your mind and your body have been wanting it for so long. Because I can imagine that our minds and our bodies are just tired of doing all the time, and just being able to care for ourselves by just letting our mind and our body relax and just be present is something that we might not even realize that we needed all along. If you're not used to meditating and it helps to have a buddy, I'm gonna set a timer for us to meditate for 3 minutes, and if you find that helpful for you, feel free to join me. Before I do so, I just wanted to pause and say, if you like this video so far, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would support me a lot. While I'm meditating, I like to simply concentrate on my breath, because it's not like anything drastic that I need to do, but it's simply focusing on something that's already automatically happening, and really allow myself to take deeper breaths, inhale deeper and exhale deeper. It helps me to just get out of my mind and really connect to my body through my breath. If you notice your mind wandering everywhere, kind of like the swirling sediments, just allow yourself to notice those thoughts and those emotions, and then gently allow yourself to come back to your breath. Sometimes I find it really helpful to just come back to one grounding statement or phrase. Like, one that rings true for me always is I am enough. So a lot of times my thoughts are like, oh, things I need to do, or like things I'm feeling, or things that are going on. And so to bring myself back, I just think to myself, in this moment, I am enough. In this moment, I am here, meditating, simply being, and that is enough. And that just helps me come back. And then I focus on my breath again, just deep breathing. All right, so I've set my timer for 3 minutes. Feel free to sit with me and just allow your spine to be straight, but not like stiff or anything. Yeah, just a comfortable position. And let's begin. And that was 3 minutes. If you tried that with me, I'd love to hear how your experience was, so feel free to leave a comment down below. I've been meditating in the mornings to ground myself before I start the day, but I also noticed that around like afternoon time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, a bit of anxiety creeps in as I'm getting stuff done. So if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed or anxious or whatever's on your mind, feel free to challenge yourself to meditate and just make space for like a quick 3-minute, 5-minute break and just be Just let yourself be and let those thoughts and emotions that are swirling around just settle again. Stillness and breathing have been such amazing tools for me lately, and I really hope that these tools can be supportive for you too. If there's any other topics you'd like to explore together, or if you'd like to hear more about my experiences with anxiety or other topics in my life, feel free to let me know in the comments as well. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.